How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Fans POV, where I talk about my two favorite sports, the UFC and the NBA. Right now, I want to talk about Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira. Justin Gaethje just put out a statement where he talked about how he thinks it's unfair that a guy like Conor McGregor could come in and potentially steal away the right that Justin Gaethje holds as the number one contender to fight Charles Oliveira for the belt. And I agree with him. I 100% agree with the sentiment that Justin Gaethje has. He believes that he's put in the work. He's banged with Dustin Poirier. He's beat Michael Chandler. He's beat everybody else in the division. Why shouldn't he get the chance to fight Charles Oliveira? It's his lifelong dream. Everybody else already had their turn. It should be his. I agree with that statement. However, Charles Oliveira also made it public that the next fight he wants is Conor McGregor. So right now we have a sort of a UFC love triangle, right? Charles Oliveira wants Conor. Justin Gaethje wants Charles Oliveira. The question mark is, who does Conor want? Now, I'm assuming Conor would want a chance at Charles Oliveira for the title. Because if that happens, the golden era of UFC is back. The Irish are back. Conor McGregor's legacy will once again reemerge. And we're probably going to have some of the most entertaining television we've ever had in the UFC if Conor McGregor comes back and beats Charles Oliveira. However, is that fair to Gaethje? It's not. The thing is, life is never fair. So Gaethje's doing what he's supposed to do. He's going out there, he's making a scene, he's making it public, he's letting everybody know this is not fair. That's what he should do. He should fight for his spot. Nothing is given, it must be taken. So I understand where Justin Gaethje's coming from. However, I'm going to present to you something that a lot of people are not looking at. And that's the fact that Charles Oliveira has earned his way to the top. He has earned the right to call his shots. He has earned the right to speak out and say who he wants as an opponent. Charles Oliveira has done everything right in his career. He's been respectful. He's been admirable. He's fought hard. He's trained hard. And he finally has the belt. And he's beat some really good opponents in Michael Chandler and then now Dustin Poirier. Who are we to tell him he can't go out there and make his money? I see a lot of people criticizing him. I'm not sure if a lot of people would do the same. Who are we to say that he shouldn't go out there and make sure that his kids are going to have money? Just because he wants to keep the integrity of the sport? And I'm a guy who believes in the integrity of the sport. However, I also believe that Charles Oliveira has done enough where I can excuse this. If he wants to go out there, make his bread with Conor McGregor, go at it. I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm not the one taking brain damage. I'm not the one who goes out there and puts my life, body, and mental health on the line every single time I fight. Charles Oliveira has climbed the ladder as perfectly and as blue collar as any other fighter in the history of the UFC. He has not taken shortcuts. Why are we mad that he wants to take a shortcut now? Why are we mad that he wants to go get paid? I know Justin Gaethje, I understand why Justin Gaethje's mad, but all these other UFC fighters talking about, oh, he doesn't have respect for the sport, and all these fans criticizing Charles Oliveira. You're not talking about a guy who took shortcuts. You're talking about a guy who had to be in the prelims, who had to work his way up for 11 years until he finally made it to the main event. And when he made it there, he capitalized. Not just once, but twice. He's defended his title successfully. So I'm not going to tell him to stop. I'm not going to tell him to not get Conor. If Conor's available and that's going to make him the most money, why not? I think a lot of people oftentimes will judge somebody simply because the other person is making a scene. Justin Gaethje right now is making a scene, so people are sympathizing for him. But I want you to look at the flip side. Sympathize for Charles Oliveira. A guy coming from the slums of Brazil, made it to the top, finally has money. That should be worth something. He put in the work. Now, let him reap his reward. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to me good. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe. Maybe drop a comment. I might hit you back. As a matter of fact, I have two other YouTube channels that you might enjoy, and they're going to be linked in the description below. The first is called A Man's POV, where I talk about philosophical concepts and societal issues that we face every single day. The second YouTube channel is called An Idiot's POV, where I look at dumb little things on the internet that I find interesting and I react to them. So if you're interested in those, go watch them. I will be waiting for you with open arms and kisses. But if you don't like those kind of things, if you want to stay here for the sports talk, there will be more content coming soon. As always, have a great day and take care.